Hataya Shaya, aka Adrian say, what's the truth? What's the truth? Somebody got to give us the truth. What's the truth? Gertz, Pope Porter, Young World, what's going on? Cody Maxwell. We got to get the truth out. All these people, and they telling me I got 2 people in here. So now, let's get all the way into this now. Okay? Stephen Espinoza responds to he responds to Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence fight being posted for June, right? And Stephen Espinoza decides that he wants to say that the people that are jumping to conclusions on this report are just not using their brains. And that Just Do Boxing, what's going on, great brother? Now, go subscribe to my brother, Just Do Boxing. So he's saying that, Jalen, peace, bless, Queen, how you doing today? So Stephen Espinoza is saying that the people that are jumping to conclusions regarding these reports. Now, why is it? Miss Joette, peace, bless, Queen. Farouk Salam, what's good, great brother? Now, I have this question, right? Why is it that he's saying that people are just not using their brains and jumping to conclusions? You have a credible platform that everything on this platform and on this schedule is legit, right? But this particular fight, Trackman 87, Rick Timms III, what's good? Let me say this to y'all again. Maybe y'all missed what I just said. Everything on this platform that you look this up, right? Sir Dante Fox, Dr. RTV, what's going on? If I miss you, it's not on purpose. It's because I'm driving and it's hard to see the names. Okay. Now I want y'all to see this. Robert Drummond, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Appreciate you, great brother. Larry Lopez, what's going on? Now, I want y'all to understand this, and I want y'all to take this in. Shawai Allah 77, bless Queen, how you doing today? FSU, my brother. This is how much they think of you, the fans, people. This is what I keep trying to tell y'all when y'all listen to these dudes making these videos. Pat Cannon, my brother, what's good? Okay? Don Sapansky, what's good? And I keep telling y'all, the powers that be don't respect you, the fans. But you, the fans, y'all continue on. Listening, habitual line stepper, what's good, great brother? Y'all continue on listening to people rant, and which is all good, everybody to each his own. But I keep telling y'all, it's the business of the sport of boxing that's stopping these fights. MP Dub TF, what's good? But no, y'all keep on, it's the fighters. It's the fighters. Crypto Zora, what's good? It's the fighters. It's the fighters. This is how much they think of you. Okay? This post came from, now they just clearly think that you're not smart. Macadocious Mac of the South, what's good? Gertz, what's good? They don't think you're smart. This is coming from Spectrum. Oh, Luz, what's good? Exactly. Y'all already know they're going to play on my stream. Malik Bowles, what's good? G Money, what's good? Y'all know they're going to play with the stream. Smash the like button and get the likes all the way up. Now, I want y'all to think about this. Like my brother Latrell Matthews said, Rick Timms III, what's good? Why would Spectrum lie? Now, I want you to understand this. This is Spectrum's website. Their official website. Spectrum's official website. Okay? Spectrum has everything correct on here, but that fight? Hold on. You mean to tell me that they and then, now watch this now, and I'm going to show you. They released their King Vonnie 86 was good. They released this schedule for 2023, the next upcoming events, pay-per-view events. Oh, lose was good. They released their next schedule for their next upcoming pay-per-view events. Okay? Let me say it to y'all again, because I want y'all to pay attention to something. I want you to pay attention very closely to what I'm getting ready to tell you. Daryl Hickenbottom, what's good? I want you to pay very, very close attention to what I'm getting ready to tell you. This is Spectrum releasing their upcoming schedule, right? For the next few months, which is starting from this Sunday, which is Jake Paul versus Fury. We know that. And it going all the way to July, right? Okay. Tony T, what's good, great brother? So now Spectrum released their schedule. If you look up any one of these events that they have on this, right now, first of all, Mark DM123 was good. Now, first of all, Cortez Bowl was good. Easy Blends was good. First of all, this is their new schedule for 2023. Crazy 03 was good. It has nothing to do with 2022, people. Not a single thing to do with 2022. This is Spectrum's upcoming events on pay-per-view for 2023. D-Man Jr. was good. Mike Big Boxing. Go subscribe to my brother, Mike Big Boxing. Right? Okay. And go subscribe to my brother, Just Do Boxing. Now, y'all paying attention to that, right? Okay. Every single event on this, right? Every single event, Melville Money 11 was good. Every single event they have on here is legit. Every single event on here is legit. Andrew Thomas was good. Except for one, they're trying to tell us, which is Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. Marley Hendricks Records was good. Okay? So they're telling us everything on here is legit except for Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. And here's where I have the problem. Source Samurai, Terry Nelson the second was good. Here's where the problem lies. LaMarcus Robinson was good. This is where I have the problem. When you try to act like the fans and the media are dumb, that's when I have a problem with it. Instead of just saying, you could just say, Steven Espinoza could just say, well, Spectrum, I think they made a mistake. We're not fools. Everything on here, okay, they have events from February all the way up until July, okay? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 events on here. T. Lou was good. They have 11 events on here, okay? If you look up 10 of the 11 events, they all are legit, okay? So why is it if we report on Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, it says for June, why would we not be using our brains? Jay Grant Jr. was good. Why would we be jumping to conclusions? Because the last time I checked, on Sunday, everybody here knows Jake Paul is fighting Fury, right? On Sunday? That's real. If you look up these wrestling events, AEW, WWE, WWF, right? All those events are real. WrestleMania, Ryan Garcia and Hank, Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. All of these events are real, right? Except for Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. And then you tell the fans, oh, the fans are just, and the media, man, they're just not using their brains and they're jumping to conclusions. Why would I be jumping to conclusions when Spectrum, why would Spectrum have to lie when this was posted on a wrestling website? 903 Boxing was good. This was not posted on a boxing website. This was posted on a wrestling website. So they could care less about boxing, right? Okay? So why would this website that put it out initially is a wrestling website to lay out the schedule for their upcoming wrestling events. And it just happened to showcase Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, David Benavidez and Caleb Plant, Canelo Alvarez fighting Cinco de Mayo weekend, which we know he's going to do, It don't have an opponent because we know it's going to be John Ryder, but he didn't secure it yet, right? And then it has Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford for June. So we're not using our brains because we get excited to see. This is another problem. We get excited to see in the sport of boxing, right? That in the sport of boxing we get excited to see big fights made, and then they tell you ain't using your brain because you assuming. Maya Egypt, peace bless queen, how you doing today? Tasha Byers, peace bless queen, how you doing today? So if your fans get excited about Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence possibly being made, then you're not using your brain, is what he just told you. Right? Jaguar Tamer, what's good? Now, I want you to pay attention to this. Then he goes on to say, this has nothing to do with this fight. That date had been secured for Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford months ago. Now, I want you to pay attention to something. Addison Pinckney was good. As I told y'all before, see, the cat's coming out the bag. So then he says, that date was secured months ago for Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Well, Terrence Crawford fought December 10th. Had he not fought David Avanesian December 10th, and you secured a date of June in 2023, then that means Terrence Crawford would have fought November of 2021 and would not have fought Errol Spence until June of 2023? And how did you get from November 19th, Crane Enterprise was good, to February, all the way to June? If you are negotiating for Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, and you're trying to make it happen as soon as possible, and the date you're trying to make it is November 19th, that falls through. The next date is February, that falls through. It's bigger than any other fight you can make. So the next date you have is June? So you telling me Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford would have had to sit on the shelf? Now watch this now. I want y'all to pay attention. Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, Carl Brown was good. Terrence Crawford and Carl Brown, Terrence Crawford and Carl Brown. Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence would have sat on the shelf for Jamel Charlo, Jamel Charlo, Tim Tszyu. Jamel Charlo, Jamel Charlo, Tim Tszyu. Tank and Ryan, you could debate that. David Benavidez, Caleb Plant. And anything in between there is more important than Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence? Somebody help me understand that. Jose Smith was good. QT was good. Remember when they said they had a couple of days? Remember when they said they had a couple of days just in case it dragged out? Remember that, Blue? Yeah, that a couple of days. That's a long ways away from a couple of days, great brother. Jumping from February to June is not a couple of days. My brother Bish B Megastar in the building. A couple of dates. That's what I knew what you meant, and then I repeated it. Armstrong Consultant was good. Going from February, November, and February to June is insane. That's insane. That's insanity. That's not realistic. Shogun 76 was good. You ain't trying to drag on a fight of that magnitude that long. So you expect Terrence Crawford to sit on the shelf. Because guess what? There's nothing, Cortez Bowles is good. There's nothing else. There's no fight other than you can make a case for Tank and Ryan that you should be focused on other than Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. He said, but you know they wouldn't have waited. No, I don't know that because Stephen Espinoza just said they secured that date. They secured that date months ago. That's what he just said. He said they secured that date months ago. He said they secured that date months ago. Now, if they secured that date months ago, well, Terrence Crawford fought in December. So how many months ago did they secure the date? And now, you telling me Spectrum made that drastic of a mistake that they got everything else right on that list for 2023 and included something that happened that they secured in 2022? James Williams Trucking was good. So Spectrum, Steve Brooks was good. So Spectrum put out their new list that they have everything else right. Chain Smoke was good for 2023, but they got that one wrong. They just happened to throw in the wrong one. Adrian D was good. From months ago? Why is it even in their rotation? If this is something you secured months ago and threw it in the trash, why would Spectrum even look for it? It wouldn't even be in their rotation. That wouldn't, Donald Favors was good. That wouldn't even be in rotation. Castro was good. Why if Spectrum, if you secured this months ago, and then you like, let me give you another example, just in case y'all missing under what I'm saying. If you get married, right? If you get married and you say, okay, you go to a venue, a hall, this third simple NSU was good, and you say, hey, we looking to do a wedding date. Now watch this now. We doing the wedding date November or now remember this now. Stephen Espinoza said, again, he said they was looking to do it in November, then in December. So why did Spectrum jump over December then? YG Knight was good. Mind the Mansa Musa LLC was good. Chuck PC Ville Boxer was good. They put it accidentally. Well, this is what happened. It was put out on the wrestling website. Nothing to do with boxing. They put out their schedule. Somebody put it out from wrestling for wrestling schedule, and it just put out their upcoming 2023 pay-per-view events. Jay Lee was good. And this fight happened to be on there. So everything else on there is correct. But that one fight, they got it wrong. And because the fans get excited, then the fans are not being very smart. AK Crowder was good. So the fans are not smart if the fans and the media get excited about Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Instead of insulting the fans and the media, you should say, I know you guys probably got excited, but this is a mistake that was made. Because you say you secured this date months ago. Months ago? If you had 3 or 4 dates, then you didn't have none. Sylvester Salmon 2011 was good. Let me say it to you again. If you had 3 and 4 dates, that means you had none. Nobody goes to a wedding hall, right? No couple, nobody goes to a wedding hall, right? To see in a church, to see when they get married and when they can have the reception, and then they give them 4 dates. That's far spread apart. Nobody does that. Who does that? Nelski Vision, brother in the super chat. Salute, Blue. Hopefully we get it. Thank you for the news. Salute to you, great brother. No, it is a big deal, Carl Brown. See, that's the problem with us fans. We'll accept anything. What do you mean it's not a big deal? Of course it's a big deal. Shut up and laugh was good. Shot underscore 064 was good. What do you mean it's not a big deal, brother? See, this is what I be talking about. If this roles were reversed and this was Top Rank that did that, you would all be on here talking about, yeah, you see this, you see that? You don't want to hold everybody accountable. You're afraid to hold everybody accountable for their actions. Period. DVT gang was good. Because if this was Bob Arum and Top Rank or Eddie Hearn that put this out there, and it acted like you was a fool for believing it or looking into it, you would be Highly upset talking about, I ain't supporting DAZN. I ain't supporting BOK Prime. I'm not supporting ESPN. That's what you would be saying. Of course it's a big deal. What you mean it's not a big deal? Everything on this list is legit, except for that one thing. And then he's telling you they secured this date months ago. So you had a date of November. You had a date of December. You had a date of February. And then you jumped all the way to June? How did you go from February, March, April, May, and June? How do you get 4 months apart? You went from November to December. That's 1 month. Then from December to February is only 2 months apart. Then you went from February to June. Then somebody wasn't trying to make the fight to begin with. Okay, Jalen, blessings to you, Queen. Have a great day at work. Yeah, I'll discuss it tonight. And I'll open up the phone lines. So how did you go all the way to June? What made you say, let me go to June, when this is the most important fight on the schedule? You know it don't make sense. You know it don't make sense. So if you had all those dates, you had none. You wasn't trying to make the fight. So Dante Fox said he had the car accident. I'm glad you said that. He had the car accident when Terrence Crawford fought David Avanesian. So after Terrence Crawford fought David Avanesian, they've been in the negotiations to secure a date. Now make it make sense for me now. Von Dollar, what's good? No, I didn't forget that he had a car accident. You looking to make up excuses. Terrence Crawford fought David Avanesian December 10th. That's when Errol Spence had the car accident. How the hell did they secure a date for Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence after Errol Spence had the car accident? So you telling me they was negotiating after that? Uh-oh. Lucy, you got something explaining to do, because y'all said that it was a problem. Terrence Crawford was negotiating with David Avanesian. But after that, Errol Spence went on Saturday. See, this is why I be telling y'all, knock it off. Errol Spence, the day he got in the car accident, told you 3 days after that, which would have been that Tuesday, he was going to announce his fight with Keith Thurman. So how the hell did they secure the June date for Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford when he said he had a date with Keith Thurman getting ready to come up in February? Go ahead and tell me. So Samurai, what's good? Or are you telling me, or are you trying to tell me that without Terrence Crawford, they already secured the June date, knowing Errol Spence was going to win against Keith Thurman in February, so that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford could fight in June, but they didn't have no conversation with Terrence Crawford? Salute to Source Samurai, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said Espinoza slightly let the cat out the bag earlier this week when he said Spence won't be fighting until mid-late spring, and June isn't that far off. Facts. He said late spring, early summer. He said just in case they wanted to. Oh, so now we're doing just in cases. Okay, so let me ask you this, Carl Brown. So then that means it was okay to fight for Terrence Crawford to have David Avanesian as plan B just in case the Errol Spence fight didn't play out, right? Or no? Which one is it? The Keith Thurman fight did not just come into play. See, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Y'all need to knock it off with trying to make up the excuses. Knock it off. Keith Thurman knew that he was going to be Errol Spence's plan B. He told you that in February. What are you talking about? After Keith Thurman beat Mario Barrios and everybody asked Keith Thurman about fighting Terrence Crawford, he said, I'm not interested in fighting Terrence Crawford because I'm plan B for Errol Spence. The WBC just made me his mandatory. I'm waiting for the Errol Spence fight. If Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford don't get done, I'm fighting Errol Spence next. Keith Thurman told you that in February of last year. He told you that a year ago. So how did it just come out to be? Errol never came out and said he was fighting Keith. He didn't have to. I don't care if he came out and said he was fighting Keith. His promoter said he was fighting Keith Thurman. A1 Hoops on my brother Manuel H. What's good, great brother? His manager and his promoter said that he was fighting Keith Thurman next. The WBC, they came out and said he's fighting Keith Thurman next. So what you talking about? Tom Brown petitioned the IBF and the other belts in behalf of Errol Spence. Tom Brown, TGB Promotions, the promotional company for PBC. Tom Brown came out and said that he petitioned the sanction bodies to allow Errol Spence to fight Keith Thurman and not be stripped on behalf of Errol Spence and his team. What you think? Errol Spence didn't know they was doing it? TB Rice was good. Alan Day, brother in the super chat. He said, uh-oh, Blue, stepping on their necks. Oh, they're going to get this work. A little bit, Maya Egypt. Not really, but I'm just dealing. Joshua Weathers was good. He said why he don't have to, and the WBC only made Thurman his mandatory. Okay, if he don't have to, then why didn't he vacate the belts yet? And why did Tom Brown, the promotional company for the PBC, petition the other sanction bodies to allow Errol Spence to fight Keith Thurman? What are you talking about? Stephanie Samato was good. You sound like you got a bunch of excuses and it don't make sense. If Tom Brown, TGB Promotions, petitioned, he went there. They went there to petition to assure their fight, which means that means Al Heyman advised Tom Brown, the promotional company, to go and petition, so that means they have an agreement with Errol Spence that he's going to fight Keith Thurman, right? And that's why they went ahead and proceeded with the plans to petition the other sanction bodies so he don't be stripped. Woke, what's good? Jose R. the Star, my brother. Jose R. the Star, what's good? I sound mad over BS? How do I sound mad, brother? I'm not mad at all. You sound like you have a lot of excuses. You sound like you got your pom-poms out. You're saying 007, what's good? I sound far from mad, but you do sound like you got your pom-poms out. Because you're doing a lot of goalposts moving right now. Spence, New York City, what's good? QT, what's good? Oh, for sure. We ain't got no choice but to let it play out. We ain't got no choice but to let it play out. What else we gonna do? Avery Black, what's good? Who don't have a promoter? Sir Dante Fox? Who don't have a promoter? See, this is why I be telling y'all, man. You need to educate yourself on the sport. Who don't have a promoter? Who don't have a promoter? Ruben Gutierrez was good. Who don't have a promoter? Devin Bell was good. Who don't have a promoter? Mr. Big Play Bray, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said it think they was meeting behind closed doors. I believe the fight is go, but I don't think we want it to announce it'll be now because it would upstage the tango. That's true. That's facts. Salute to my brother, Mr. Big Play Bray, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. That could be that could be the case for sure. I don't have no problem with it. My problem is this: don't tell the people that the fans are just overreacting. Come on, man. Truest Khalifa, what's good? Much love to you. Don't say that the fans is overreacting. No, you should want the fans to overreact. That means the fans are engaged. That means the fans want to see the best fight the best. It has nothing to do with them overreacting. It has nothing to do with the media overreacting. William O. School Ardent, what's good? The media wants to see the best fight the best. Why would it be overreacting? Eric Dixon, what's good? He said he don't have a promoter. Every fighter has a promoter. There has to be a promoter on every fight. The commission won't sanction a bout without a promoter, brother. The commission won't sanction no fights without a promoter. There has to be a promoter for every event, brother. So I don't know where you got that from, that he don't have a promoter. My brother Carl Burrell, CB Sports TV in the building, in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. Just showing you my support, bro. Peace and blessing. Hey, man, you've been showing me your support for 6 years, brother. Tori, was good. You've been showing me your support for 6 years. And blessings to you, your beautiful family, and them beautiful babies you got, man. Justin Hawkins, was good. My brother Carl Burrell and Lou Hinton are two of the first subscribers I ever had that engaged in a conversation with me when I went live. From the very first day I went live on this channel, Carl Brown and Lou Hinton was one of the first two people that I ever had a conversation with. I would have like 6 to 15 people in the comment section, and Carl Burrell and Lou Hinton was there from day one. From day one. That is all facts. From the very first day I went live on here. Omar Hamilton, my brother, was good. From the very first day I went live on here. Oh, that's Tony TV? No name? I didn't even know that was you, brother. Yep, Tony TV was here. Brother, I didn't even know that was you. You changed your name. Frosty 504, A. Abamad was good. Nino Brown, William Old School Ardent, my brother, was good. I didn't even know that was you, great brother. I had no idea that was you. So every fighter has a promoter. Okay, a promoter has to be assigned to any card. The commission won't sanction a fight without a promoter. You need a promoter license, and you need a promoter to sanction fights. I know you are, Carl Brown. I know you are. I know you are, brother. Kadeem Smith, my brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said James Toney said in an interview with Fight Hype that he would have KO Canelo. James Toney is my second favorite boxer of all time after Floyd. You believe him? I believe him 1,000%. Kadeem Smith dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. Canelo's 1,000%. James Toney would have knocked Canelo Alvarez out. 1,000%. 1,000%. I will put money on that. 1,000%. James Toney defense and counterpunch ability with his power and his accuracy and his punch placement, 1,000%. Canelo Alvarez won't stand a chance. Too small, too slow of a feet, 1,000%. James Toney would nail him with things that he didn't see. 1,000%. The only issue that James Toney had was lack of commitment. Dawn Jenkins got your game. What's good? James Toney lacks commitment. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 500. We should have 500 likes right now. Seth Theory, what's good? Blue, you are one of the hardest working people in this country. You keep boxing alive. Salute. I appreciate you. MD Mills, what's good, great brother? Yeah, CB said James Toney destroyed. Yeah, man. James Toney is so so accurate, so elusive. Only person that beat James Toney is James Toney. You know, Roy Jones' abilities match James Toney, but James Toney lack of commitment. Avery Black, what's good? Was a serious problem. It was a serious problem. You know, you didn't know what version of James Toney you was going to get. Out of shape James Toney, you know, unmotivated James Toney. James Toney is a man. Listen, man, Canelo don't stand a chance. James Toney was one of the best, talented, gifted boxers in the history of the sport of boxing. One of the most gifted boxers in the history of the sport of boxing. It just goes to show, some people work hard at it, some people don't. Just because you have the gift, some people take it for granted. And he took it for granted. He was like Wilfred Benitez. They took their talent for granted. And they took their youth for granted. And you can see, even in their late stages of their careers, how good they were. That means something. When you look at them in the late stages of their career, you know, and how they was able to be dominant, that means something. John Smith was good. That means something. You understand? Smash the like button, man. Get the likes to 500. Let's get them likes up to 500. Smash the like button. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Get the likes to 500. Johnny, what's good? So, I know my brother Carl Brown. He said, I know I'm just ready to watch Errol Spence turn. I know you are, brother. And it's creating this frustration. That's why, Carl Brown. That's why I come on here. Thomas Moreland was good, and that's why I do what I do. Lamont Griffin was good. Okay, Carl Brown. This is why. Solo 30 Deuce. Where you been at, great brother? He said, peace, Blue. They completely took you off my algorithm. Had to search for you just now, shaking my head. It's amazing, bro. They doing me foul, man. They doing me foul. For sure they doing me foul. I'm just ready. My brother Carl Brown, I'm just ready for Spence next fight and Bud next fight for fight real talk. And this is the thing, Carl Brown. This is why I do it, right? Then see, me and you, Carl Brown, we could get into heated discussions, right? But we family. And the reason that we get in this heated discussions is because we have the same passion and we have the same outlook. And you know what it is? You know what it is, Carl Brown? Regardless, you can say, oh, I want this person to win, I want this person. The same, do you know where it comes from? Our passion to see the best fight the best, and they not giving them to us. And that's why Renee Bashan, go subscribe to my brother Renee Bashan. That's why every time they be half-stepping, and I found out once I started being involved behind the scenes and doing the business, that's why I came on here and people switched up on me quick. Anwar Willis was good. Sylvester Simon 2011 was good. They switched up on me quick, right? Because I'm not passing y'all no agenda. I'm not out here one-sided telling you, oh, Terrence Crawford is the one. Terrence Crawford is the one to blame. Terrence Crawford. See, because the people know that somebody, y'all looking for somebody to blame. Because you are hurt. Well, not you know, I meant to say a lot of people. Right? Because people are hurt. They frustrated. They're annoyed. So once I started learning what's going on behind the scenes, not just having sources telling me, oh, this fight gonna happen on this. Oh, but actually seeing what's going on, JJ Short Deuce was good. And seeing that it's a business first, and seeing that they don't care about you, the fans, that's when I had a problem with it. Is Terrence Crawford a major pay-per-view sale? No. Has Terrence Crawford contradicted himself with the Errol Spence fight? Yes. Has Terrence Crawford, you know, come off as if he not eager to make the fight, or like he could take it or leave it? Oh, absolutely. Hector Torres, what's good? Absolutely. Has Errol Spence been one way? Absolutely. But you got to understand some certain things. Steven 47 Deuce was good. Errol Spence holds the keys he knew he's the A side, so he could be that way. He holds the ball. He's the rabbit with the gun. You know how they always say, right? So he can be that way. Yeah, we're going to make it. Terrence Crawford is the unknown for him, right? Stephen Taylor was good. Should Terrence Crawford have signed with the PBC, I believe, when he became a free agent before re-upping with Top Rank? I believe that. Still to this day, I'll tell you that. I think it gave him a better chance to make these fights. But then on the flip side of that, Terrence Crawford was able to have guaranteed money. Luciano family was good. He was able to have this guaranteed purses of at least $3.5 million regardless of who he fought. You're not getting that at the PBC, people. Out of sports guy, my brother, he said, if you're not sticking to the status quo, they want to quiet your voice. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Stay the course. Salute to my brother, out of sports guy. You already know, King. Kai Jim was good. Kadeem Smith, my brother in the super chat, once again dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, if you got to pick your top 10 to 20 boxers of all time from the top of your head, I know Floyd, of course, and James Toney got to be in there, Blue. Yeah, James Toney is in there. Man, there's so many, brother. All times. You know, you got to go Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns, Roy Jones, Bernard Hopkins, Floyd Mayweather, of course, Manny Pacquiao, Pernell Whitaker, Oscar De La Hoya, Sugar Shane Mosley, Willie Pep, heavyweights, Muhammad Ali, obviously, Joe Frazier, George Foreman, that's 15. Who else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing some folks. Roberto Duran, Wilfred Benitez. I need 3 more. Iron Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, and Evander Holyfield. That's 20 right there. I just gave you 20, and I didn't even go that far back. I didn't even say Joe Louis. I didn't even say, some of the greatest of the greats. Salvador Sanchez, Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera. Man, the list goes on. Prince Nassim Hamed, Miguel Cotto, Tito Trinidad. I mean, I just gave you 30. I mean, 25. That's 25 right there. Rocky Marciano, then you got people that paved the way like Jack Johnson, Ernie Shavers, and the list goes on and on and on and on, man. That's why there's truly no answer when you say who is the greatest of all times. There's no right or wrong answer. You understand what I'm saying? It don't exist. There's no right or wrong answer as to who is the greatest of all times. Yeah, Miss Joette, Sylvester Stallone, you know what I mean? Got to throw Sylvester Stallone, Rocky character in there, you know what I mean? He said Apollo Creed was the greatest of all time, but he got in before Apollo Creed, and Apollo Creed's still in there. I ain't even tell you about Joe Frazier, George Foreman, you know what I mean? Larry Holmes, the Eastern Assassin, there's so many boxers. That's why there's no right or wrong answer. It's only preference. That's why there's so much passion about the sport of boxing. And that's why I do what I do. Oh, I didn't mention Ayub Ahmad. I didn't mention, you said I didn't have Terrence Crawford in. I didn't mention nobody from today's time. I ain't even put Andre Ward and Canelo Alvarez in there. You know what I mean? I ain't even tell you Juan Manuel Marquez. Juan Manuel Marquez is one of my favorite fighters of all time. He top 5, one of my favorite fighters of all time. Juan Manuel Marquez. Man, I wish he would have fought Prince Nassim Hamed. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even throwing this super duper Zab Judah. I ain't throw Zab Judah in there. I didn't throw in there, You know what I'm saying? There's so many fighters I haven't thrown in there. It's not even funny. There's so many fighters I haven't thrown in there. It's not even funny. Who I got? Maul or Dre? I think Maul get a chance. Against who? Dre who? Man, listen. Dre who? I ain't even say Tommy Hitman Hearns. Did you say Wilder Hank? No, I ain't bring up nobody in recent time, Miss Joette. Not a single soul. Kadeem Smith, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping another cinco on your boy Blue. He said, so you basically saying James Toney can miss the top 20, Blue. I understand, but I wanted to ask you, why do BOK Prime still have Adrian Broner fight for sale? No, Kadeem Smith, I didn't take James Toney out the top 20. We already mentioned James Toney before we even began the top 20. He automatically was in there. I was just saying Chantel Hill was good. I didn't take James Toney out the top 20. I just gave you, we already started off with James Toney, so I just added to James Toney. I didn't take him out the top 20. We just kept going, so we already started off with James Toney, so that's why I didn't mention James Toney. Fotex LLC, my brother. He said Salvador Sanchez, #1 Mexican fighter. Yeah. I wholeheartedly believe that as well. Sure do. So I didn't take James Toney out, great brother. I was just adding to the conversation. You understand what I'm saying? And why do we have the fight still available? Because it'll roll over. Todd French 600, my brother in super chat. Excellent breakdown, Blue. True perspective. Cook. Salute to you, great brother. If you already paid for the Adrian Broner fight, you don't. It rolls over, unless you just want to contact and get your money back. That's why the fight is still up. So when the fight is rescheduled, which is going to be rescheduled for April 29th, then you're just watching it April 29th. Or if you want to, you can contact and get a refund. So that's why it's still up. Now, as far as this situation goes, so now, you know, here's the thing, right? I don't have a problem. My issue is this, right? My issue is this, right? So, Brave Boxing Club, what's good? So, for Steven Espinoza to say, anybody discussing Errol Spence, now this is what he said now. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, because Spectrum put it up there on a credible site that everything else is legit. So Spectrum put that out there, and Steven Espinoza says is idiotic. And then he says that was probably held months ago. If it's idiotic, Armstrong Consult, my brother in Super Chat, what about Aaron Pryor? There's so many people. Aaron Pryor's on that list. Julio Cesar Chavez, I didn't even mention him. I didn't even mention Julio Cesar Chavez. I didn't even mention Sonny Liston. You know, that's why I said, Mark Wonderley, what's good? That's why I said it, and I'm going to say it again. That's why the sport of boxing is a preference sport. There is no right or wrong answer. Whom you deem now there's some ridiculousness if you come in and try to tell me, yeah, well, Prince Nassim Ahmed, he was better than Floyd Mayweather. Well, now you just being a homer and you're not being realistic. But when you say, oh, I got Pernell Whitaker being the greatest, okay, Oscar De La Hoya, you know what I'm saying? I got Salvador Sanchez, you know what I'm saying? Better than Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. Nobody can debate that. Nobody can debate that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you could try to make your case and your argument, and the next person can try to make their case and their argument. Boston Boy Nation, what's good, great brother? But at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong answer. You feel me? No, Jamal Charles is a tough dude. He can't beat Andre Ward. Armstrong Consult, my brother in the Super Chat, said Aaron Pryor versus Sean Porter, pressure match. Aaron Pryor has more power than Sean Porter. So I think Aaron Pryor might edge it out. Sylvester Simple, my brother in Super Chat. I got two for you. Monster Inoue versus Nassim. I got Prince Nassim winning that fight. That's not even a question in my mind. Tank versus Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia wins. Joe Johnson, what's good, great brother? I don't think Tank at 147 could beat Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is underrated. He has heavy hands, and both his hands are extremely heavy. He's pretty accurate with his punches, and he has nasty power. He has nasty power, Danny Garcia. Man, listen, he's too big for Tank. Now, I give Tank opportunity because Danny Garcia is not very fast. Kadeem Smith, my brother, back in the Super Chat. Blue, tell me, is Canelo the greatest Mexican boxer? Not even close. No way. Salvador Sanchez by a mile. By a mile. It's not even close. It's not even close. That's not even close. Kadeem Smith, let me wrench you up, brother. How you here all this time with no wrench? Kadeem, did you switch your account? That's you, right? Let me wrench you up. I don't know how you don't have no wrench, brother. No, it's not even close. Canelo's not even close. Salvador Sanchez. Great vibe. Ray was good. AJ was good. He not better than Marquez in my opinion. I got Marquez. Well, I'm biased. I'm going to be biased. I'm going to be biased, so don't even ask me. And I ordered this boxing glove, right? I'm gonna tell you this real quick story, then I'm gonna get back to this boxing. I ordered a boxing glove chain, you know what I'm saying? So let me tell you the story behind my jewelry. Daryl Bedingfield, what's good? I'm gonna tell you guys, I know people see me and they're like, man, blue's shining, diamonds. Oh, and then Senior X, what's good? You see my chains and you like, blue be shining, man. You got diamonds and so on and so forth, right? Let me explain to y'all something, the meaning behind my chains. And I just saw this, so I wanted to tell you guys this because my wife said this to me, and I thought this was a funny story, and y'all know I like to share y'all these funny stories. Steve Brooks was good. Kadeem Smith, my brother in the Super Chat, he said, yeah, this is my account, Blue. I already knew the answer. Yeah, I wanted to wrench you up. So there go your wrench. And Julius Young was good. So I have my sons. L Harper Reptiles was good. And I take pride in my kids. Okay? So I'm gonna tell you this quick story real quick. I take pride in my kids, you know what I'm saying? And you know, my grandfather was a man that was extremely close to me. I was extremely close to, right? And my grandmom. And when they transitioned, my great-grandmother, my grandmother's, my great-grandfather, my grandfather, $7 trillion records was good. So when they transitioned, I remember them having things, and I have none of it. You know, I don't have nothing memorable outside of my memories that I could look back on that was valuable that they had. You know what I'm saying? And so I have bought pieces of jewelry. Fonz Jones was good. And my everyday jewelry. Everyday pieces, everyday jewelry. Right? And this is my everyday jewelry and things of that nature. Okay? And so when I transitioned, my sons will take pieces of my jewelry, right? I'm sure. Like, one of my sons will take this one, and one of my sons will take this one, and you know, I don't have it to be buried with. Marquis was good. Sylvester Simple, my brother in Super Chat. Last two, Benavidez versus Kovalev at 175, and Ward versus Tony. I got Andre Ward because he's more committed. I know what I'm going to get from him. Nick Gibson was good. I don't know what I'm going to get from James Toney. Andre Ward is more consistent. Sergey Kovalev, at his peak, I think beats Benavidez. So, so this is something I wear every day. I wear my cologne every day. It's going to have my scent. It has my soul is attached to these pieces because I every day, as soon as I wake up, I put it on. And this is something I do. It's a part of me, right? And so I'm sure my kids will remember this. So long story short, I'm getting a boxing glove, right? I'm getting this boxing glove made. And I want to show you. So I sent the picture of the glove. I saw the piece, right? No. Thank Luke Kane. My daughters have pieces. My daughters all have pieces. They all have special pieces that I bought them. And so does my sons. You understand? So does my sons. But these are my sons and my daughters have special pieces for them that they have that I bought them. But this is for me. This is something I wear every day. So when I transition and leave the earth, okay, and they want something to remember me by, they could all have a piece, whether it be my rings, right? I wear these things every single day. I'm sorry. Ernie V was good. So anyway, I wear these pieces. Travis Touchdown was good. They messing with my stream. That's wild. Out of Sports Guy was good. 626 Jacob was good. Ernie V was good. So I wear these pieces every day, and it's something that and so Deontay Mosley, Manuel Pettigrew was good. And so I wear it every day. So they'll take a piece, you know, my watch. This particular Movado I wear every single day. Being Boxing News was good. It's a Movado I wear every single day. My bracelets, you know, things like that they could take and they could pass it down. This was your grandfathers to their kids. This was your grandfathers to their sons, and, you know, so on and so forth. And so, says of South Africa was good. And so, I getting this boxing glove made. Basic Joe was good. So Blue, is it happening now? What's your final thoughts? I believe that this, I'm gonna give you my final thoughts on that. Because I have a real thought about it. I'm gonna give you my final thought on it. Jeff Spark was good. So I'm getting this boxing glove made, and I went to the jewelry place today, and I'm looking at the boxing glove, and I send the picture of the glove. My wife didn't see it, so I send the picture of the glove to my wife, and she wasn't happy. Why's the phone off? Pook, send me the picture of the boxing glove I sent you to this phone. Huh? The one you sent me? Yeah, the one I sent you. Why? That's ugly. I know, send it to this phone. Okay. All right. I said, send me the picture of the boxing glove. She said, why? It's ugly. Yeah, I showed her the glove that they had made. I showed her the glove that they had made. Yeah. Talking about not a happy camper. Wait till I show y'all a picture of this. I said send it to this phone. She sent it to this phone. I want to show y'all. I want to show it to y'all. Then we're going to get back to this Errol Spence situation. You send it to the wrong phone. Edward Torres, what's good? So we're going to get into this Errol Spence. My theory on this. I'm going to tell you what I think about this. So now, I don't think that they made a mistake at all. They didn't make a mistake. Okay? They didn't make a mistake at all. Okay? What happened is that Fotex brother in the super chat, Bud 1 up, Spence, he in Creed 3. Yeah, I heard about that. Pop player, PA player, what's good? Kendrell, what's good? He says, stop it, Blue. Just stop it, Blue. Stop what, great brother? I'm going to show y'all this. Hey, my wife was in absolute tears. She couldn't stop laughing. And so right now I said, send it to me. She said, why? It's ugly. You've been calling Spence out now. You see Ben call, man, he better go kick rocks. He better go kick rocks. D-Mac was good. Fresh Baker was good. He better go kick rocks. Ain't nobody listening to him, man. Ain't nobody listening to Conor Ben right now. Ain't nobody listening to Conor Ben right now. Man, get it, man. Now he want to call out Errol Spence, and he wasn't calling out Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford and Boots Ennis before. Now he want to call him out because he don't got nothing to lose. He don't got nothing to lose now. That's why he calling him out. His image and his brand took a massive hit, and now he ain't got nothing to lose. Now he want to call out Errol. Man, come on, man. So check out this boxing glove. Yeah, my wife said. She said, "Oh yeah, no." Look at it, yo. William Ward was good. That's the boxing glove. What y'all think? She's like, that ain't it. So this is what she sends me behind it. Yo, this is what she sends me. Hey, Kaya Hype, he says cooking mitts. Wait, look. Oh, FSU says oven mitts. That's what, look what she sent me. She said, what is that, this? And y'all said the same thing. Hey, y'all said the same. This is what she sent me. She said, what is that? It's supposed to be this? I kid you not. Hey, she said that my son BG Kicks in the building. Hey, Brian, this is what she said. She said, what is that, this? And y'all got to understand my wife's sense of humor. She's not a humorous person at all whatsoever. I call her Debbie Downer. She don't laugh at nothing. We could be watching a funny movie and she's sitting there like this. Really? Really? Ain't like, man, come on, man. L Randall, L Randall, R1, LR1, my brother, in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, what up, Blue? Keep up the work, brother. Salute, King. She's Debbie Downer. Yeah, that's what she sent me. She was like, what is that supposed to be? This? And y'all said the exact same thing. I got to show her that y'all said that. Yo, look. Y'all ain't feeling it either, huh? It's iced out, but y'all ain't feeling it. She said, what is that, a cooking mitt? I said, no, it's a boxing glove. She was like, this is what it looks like. And she sent me this picture. I was in tears. My jeweler was tight. My jeweler, William Ward, my jeweler was tight. He was like, he didn't think nothing was funny. He didn't think, hey, I sent my jeweler, because I was standing there with him. And I'm like, baby, what you think about this? And she was like, man, that's garbage. That's what she said. That's garbage. I said, I guess I ain't put my money on that, great brother. I'm gonna need them ducats back. Ronald Ellis was good. I'm gonna need them ducats back. Texas was good, great brother. I'm gonna go ahead and you're gonna have to fork over them ducats back. You know what I'm saying? Find another jeweler. My jeweler's nice. It's just, I don't know what he was doing with that, man. Boo, who would you favor, Benavidez versus Better Beef? It's a good question. Benavidez get hit a lot, but I think I'm going with Benavidez. I think Better Beef is I think David Benavidez beats Arthur Better Beef. I don't think he could beat. I think he loses to Bivol though. Seymour Jr., what's good, great brother? Gotta get them ducats back. 3,000. 3,000. Here's 3,000. But I'm $3,000 richer. Came like 3,200, but he understood. I'm like, bro, the wife don't like this. Christopher Jordan was good. I was like, bro, the wife ain't feeling this. It's bigger than what you think. You can't really see how big it is. Basic Joe, what's good? So let me give you my final thoughts on this Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence situation. So, yeah, I had to get the ducats back. Yeah, it's big. It's bigger than what you think. It just, I took the picture up close, so it looks, you can't really tell. If I was holding it in my palm, you would see how big it is. And it's heavy too. It got weight to it, but it's gonna be staying there where it is. So, when the wife is like, bro, don't bring that to my house. Ain't nothing happening if you wearing that. So I said, hey, bro, you got to take this back. You got to take this back, boy. I ain't trying to hear that. Freddie C. Claudio, what's good? Albert Daughter was good. So my final thoughts is this, right? I believe that Errol Spence is giving them pushback with the Keith Thurman fight. I don't think Errol Spence is open to the Keith Thurman fight. Well, I know he ain't open to that Keith Thurman fight. He don't want to fight Keith Thurman. He has no interest in fighting Keith Thurman. He's not open to fighting Keith Thurman. And I think that has dragged them into the negotiations with Terrence Crawford. And I think Errol Spence has put his foot down and he's like, listen, give me Terrence Crawford fight or I'm out this division altogether. Art North was good. Give me Terrence Crawford or I'm done with this altogether. And I think Rob Baz was good. And I think that, you know, they're like, you know what? Let's give this man Terrence Crawford. Philly Boston was good. Let's attempt to make this Terrence Crawford fight. You understand what I'm saying? Errol Spence has zero interest in fighting Keith Thurman. He don't want to fight Keith Thurman. He has no inkling of fighting Keith Thurman. He's done with the possibility of fighting Keith Thurman. If Errol Spence was in a position, I'm going to tell you this. If Errol Spence was in a position, I believe this. Now, he might still end up fighting Keith Thurman. They talk him into it. Can't make the Errol's Terrence. Hey, they go back to him. Terrence Crawford being difficult. We want to keep you active. He walked away. He did X, Y, and Z. And Errol Spence like, all right, man, I'll fight Keith Thurman. I think Errol Spence would be more enthused to fight Keith Thurman if he already fought Terrence Crawford and beat Terrence Crawford. I think at that point in time, Errol Spence would be more open to fighting Keith Thurman. And let me tell you why. Because I believe that at that point in time, Errol Spence would look at the situation and say, let me just go ahead and fight Keith Thurman, get it out the way, and clear out the division. David Bohannon was good. I think he would definitely just be like, you know what? Let me go ahead, fight Keith Thurman, and get him up out of there. And officially close out the division, 1,000%. That's what I think he would do. Let me go ahead, fight Keith Thurman, and get him up out of here. And I officially close and beat everybody in the division. I think that Kadeem Smith, my brother in the Super Chat, B-Hop said he's picking Caleb over David. Do you agree? He's picking. I don't agree with. I can't tell you who's gonna win, but he's gonna pick the pure boxer. He identifies with pure boxers. He identifies with slick boxers. He identifies with defensive savvy, elusive fighter. He's gonna pick Caleb Plant because he sees that David Benavidez has holes. Everybody could see it. David Benavidez is not defensively savvy. He's not defensively responsible. He doesn't have the quickest feet, and he can be outboxed. It's just that, can you sustain it because of his pressure? David Jackson, my brother in the Super Chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, what's good, Blue? I haven't seen your notifications in weeks because they ain't sending it out. Dennis Ashby, what's good? They're not sending out my notifications at all whatsoever. They're not sending out my notifications. They don't care to send them out. Caleb Benavidez is truly a 50-50 fight. I can't tell y'all who I think I'm winning. I have my thoughts, but every day is different. Every day I watched Caleb Plant and Anthony Durrell last night. And then I watched Anthony Durrell and David Benavidez, and I'm like, Anthony Durrell was outboxing David Benavidez. He couldn't sustain it. And then once he got that cut, it was over. It was over right there. Vincent Cruz was good. Once he sustained that cut, that was all she wrote. Ruben Langford was good. You know, he said, hope Crawford not playing. His brother, it's not Crawford, man. It's not Errol Spence. I keep telling y'all this. It's just like I told you. It's not Tank Davis and it's not Ryan Garcia. It's not Tank Davis holding up the fight. It's not Ryan Garcia holding up the fight. Contrary to the popular belief, they want to tell you it's Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, one time in his career, he said, I'm fighting Manny Pacquiao. And that proved not to be true. I'm going to fight Manny Pacquiao. And then that proved not to be true, right? And then everybody immediately harped on it and nobody let it go. Jill James, Khalil 98 was good. Ben Frank Jr. 100 was good. Now everybody points to it. Oh, see, Ryan been capping. You can't trust him. I can show you every single fighter that did the same thing Ryan Garcia did. Philly Boston was good. Yeah, I got the C19, right, brother? Philly Boston. I got the C19, great brother. So, yeah, I'm just pumping my gas and going back home. Hut's highlights was good. Appreciate you, Philly. Much love to you, great brother. That's why I feel tired right now. I feel very tired right now. But anyway, So anyway, CB was good. Devin Bell was good, great brother. I'm gonna bet one's team if he don't lose to Josh Taylor, he'll retire. He might. So Ryan Garcia said, I'm gonna fight Manny Pacquiao. And that proved not to be true. And everybody was like, everybody was like, oh, Ryan Garcia capping. Tank said, after I beat Rolly, and after Devin beat Kambosos, I'm fighting him next. I want to fight him next. Did he fight him next? He's the one I want. I'm fighting him next. That's the guy I'm fighting next. Devin win, I want him. Devin said that he won't fight. I'm fighting him. I want him next. He fought Hector Garcia. Nick J, peace bless Queen. How you doing today? Chocolate Queen. Boo Ryan made a whole flyer and posted it. He went way too far. Yeah, he did. He was trying to speak it into existence, Queen. I ain't mad at him. He was trying to speak that fight into existence. He's like, man, if it get enough traction, he was smart. Let me tell you, he was smart. He was very smart. Yeah, Nick J. Oh, man. He was smart, though, Nick J. You know what he did? He made that flyer, right? And he was saying to himself, if this get enough traction and enough attention, Manny Pacquiao just might bite on it. It might be hard for Manny Pacquiao and his team to turn it down. If it pick up enough traction and enough attention and enough momentum, they might pick it up. They might pick it up. He thought he was going to will it into existence. Oh, Manny said, sir. No, sir. In fact, band up. What's good, great brother? That's what he thought. He was like, listen, if I speak this into existence, if I speak it enough and it get enough momentum, it might bite on it. And you know where he got that from, right? Somebody asked Manny Pacquiao in the Philippines about fighting Ryan Garcia, and he said, oh, why not? And when he said that, Ryan Garcia was like, he saw the opportunity, he saw the door open, and he was like, I'm going to kick the door in. That's what happened. That's what happened. And then he went too far with it, and it didn't come to fruition. That's all. But we take that and be like, see, told you this dude capping. He don't fight nobody. This dude be capping. He ain't fighting nobody. He only said that with Manny Pacquiao. The Joseph Diaz fight, you know, he had issues and he pulled out. My brother Pac-Man ATL Tay in the building. What's good, my brother Pac-Man ATL Tay? So he did that with Joe Diaz. Ty Baby, peace, bless, Queen. How you doing today? And he pulled out the fight with Joseph Diaz. That's what he did. OPJ 5E was good. And we take it and run with it. And they off. And then we be like, Big Truck Trap Star, what's good, great brother? Where you been at? And we take it and run with it. See, this dude always capping, always saying he gonna fight. He ain't doing nothing different than everybody else is doing. Everybody else doing the same thing, man. They doing the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? You look at it from this standpoint, right? Like I just said. He said, oh, I'm gonna fight this guy, fight that guy. He ain't fight them. There ain't too many guys in boxing that's calling people out and actually trying to fight them. There ain't too many. There ain't too many fighters that's hey, I'm gonna fight this dude, I'm gonna fight that dude, and actually pursuing those dudes. Who's doing that? How many fighters you know is doing that? I'm fighting that dude, I'm fighting this dude, and actually fight that dude or pursue the fight with him. You got Errol Spence and Devin Haney. Terrence Crawford don't call out nobody, so I can't put him on that list. Errol Spence and Devin Haney. And David Benavidez. Blue Belt on phenomenal. What's going on? David Benavidez is on that list. He just can't grab the, he finally got his opportunity. David Benavidez is on that list. Errol Spence and Devin Haney. Cool Boy doing it. He said, yo, I want to fight Inoue. That dude come to the division, I'm fighting him. Inoue said, yo, I'm going to the division. And you know what? I'm fighting Cool Boy. Jason Howes was good. You know what? I'm going up to the division, and I'm going to fight Cool Boy. And Shakur said that he was going to fight for Undisputed, and he left the division. Salute to Philadelphia. Wayne Witherspoon was good. Shakur don't really call out fighters either. He don't really do that either. My brother Tay said, bro, go home. Yeah, I am, man. I'm about to go home. I'm so tired. I'm so drained right now. I don't even feel like getting out the car to pump this gas, man. I don't even feel like getting out and pump the gas. That's the thing with the C19. You just feel tired. I don't even feel like pumping the gas. Tell me about it, Nick J. She said, man, that full service will come in handy. Will come in handy right now. About now, do they even have full service gas stations anymore? I ain't see one in forever. I ain't see one in forever, Queen. I did go to one when I went to Jersey for Kurt's funeral. Funny story. I went to the when I went to Kurt's funeral in Jersey, right? I went to the gas station, and I'm so used to they don't have none that I just went and pumped my own gas. And the dude was tight. Came over, was like, man, you taking my job. I said, what job, brother? Timothy Stoppmeyer was good. Ben Frank Jr. 100 was good. I'm like, brother, what job? What job am I taking of yours? Man, that's me. It was good. You out here pumping the gas. I thought it was funny because, you know, they got special codes or whatever they put in when they pump the gas. And at first it wasn't working. It wasn't working at first. Aaron Purnell was good. Yeah, I get all of those in. I got my CMOS. I got my sea moss. Ruben Langford, what's good? Let me pump this gas real quick. Hold on. Hold up. Oh, snap. I couldn't even fill it up. I ain't even got the energy to fill it up, man. I ain't even got the energy to do all that. I ain't even got the energy to fill it up, people. Man, that dude came next to me talking about... Mike. And bro, if you don't get away from me... Like, dude, get away from me, man. Mike. Hey, bro, if you don't get away from me, I'm gonna lay you down like Mike. Mike. Bro, get away from me, man. You ain't gonna let me live? Come on, man. Some of these people here, crazy, bro. Yeah, bro. Mike, bro, what are you talking about? T9 boxing class. What's good? Ooh, you ain't got no energy. Nah, I ain't got no energy, bro. That's what I'm telling Philly boxing. Like, what is you talking about? Y'all ain't see me? I don't know if y'all can see me yet, bro. You can do better than that. For sure. Y'all ain't see me, y'all ain't see me, you ain't see dude come next to me? Mike. I felt like he was old boy in the, BMF. You can't stop the rain. You can't stop the rain. That's what I thought he was. Wow, brother. You know you got a whole street, my guy? You can't stop the rain. Do I think, what do you think, all said and done, Tank will be the top 3 greatest lightweights of all time? I think he could be a Hall of Fame. He can achieve a lot of things. You gotta fight people, though. You gotta fight people, bro. You don't get that. You ain't gonna get that. You ain't gonna get that title just cause. You gotta fight. You gotta fight. You gotta fight Devin Haney. Light Eyes, what's good? You gotta fight Devin Haney. You gotta fight Shakur Stevenson. You gotta fight Battle for Life. What's good? You gotta fight these folks, man. You can't be out here just, I sell tickets. Man, that ain't it, bro. We know you sell tickets. That's not it. That ain't it. Yeah. Anyone likes to, they will with all that money they gave out 2 years ago. Yo, Inside Square Circle, my brother King Judah was good. You gotta fight Devin Haney. Yeah, dude just made a right and came all the way to my side. Like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, my guy. All this road out here, and here you come over here with me. And then I got the dude, Mike. Jay get 856 was good. That's how I was like, bro, what? Mike. So I was like, what? Bro, if you don't get away from me. Punch Strong 412, what's good? You don't get away from me, brother. Mike. That's what he was doing. Mike. I thought y'all could see him. Cameron Strider, love you too, nephew. Yeah, that's what he was doing. Mike. Is that my wife calling? Where she think she going? I don't know where she thinks she going. It's hubby time. In these parts. It is hubby time. I don't know what she thinks this is. but it's hubby time. All right, people, I'm out. I'll see y'all tonight. 10, what time is it? 10 o'clock tonight, we'll be back on. 10 o'clock, we'll be back on. Appreciate y'all coming through, studying up, holding your boy Blue down, and showing me love. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. All one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Yeah, I got my black seed oil. I take all that. First thing when I wake up, empty stomach. Sea moss, beetroots, cucumbers, watermelon. Got to get some watermelon. Ishmael Hassan was good. Safe to you too, great brother. Beetroot every morning. Sea moss every morning. Bladderwrack every morning. Black seed oil every morning. CoQ10 every morning. Now I ain't gonna front. I don't be getting my vitamin D in every morning. I'll be forgetting about that. You know, I'll be giving out vitamin D. I just don't be, I'm not a receiver. And on that note, I'm out of here, people. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here. Mike Lee, what's good, great brother? How you feeling? Yeah, black seed oil. Sea moss. My sea moss. Bladderwrack. Protein. Herb morning. Beetroot juice. Cucumbers. Well, I put in a beet juice. I got cucumbers, watermelon, hydration, and coconut water. And I drink some coconut water. Yep. There you have it. And my coconut water. Teach, what's going on? I'm out, people. Peace.